Welcome, 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 everybody. It is Saturday, March 14th. Happy Pi Day 3.14. There we go. So happy Saturday. It is noon Pacific, 3 Eastern, or whatever time it happens to be where you are because you are watching us right now. It is time for Ask Us Anything. This is where you get to ask anyone in the community that you see here anything. And we're going to do our best to respond to help you get to the next level. That is the beauty of Ask Us Anything, is the interaction that we have with everybody to help you go to the next level. So before we get started and we introduce our hosts with the mosts, our GPSs to success assesses, I found this great thing that Robert shared, and I want to share it with each and every one of you as we get started. There was part of his daily shares of memes and phrases. And I love this, Robert. This was just so incredible because it really just speaks to power and truth. Happiness is pretty simple: someone to love, something to do, and something to look forward to.
Bang, bang.
Bang. Yeah, you don't need to follow that up. That's why I wanted to let it just sit there because it just says it all. And so, without further ado, let's get started. As this is Ask Us Anything, when you are ready, we will go ahead and ask that you share with us or ask us a question. You could either type your question in the chat or raise your hand and we'll call on you in the order in which we receive you. Very simple to do. Put your cursor in the middle of the screen. See these lovely faces here? There's a button on the bottom that says raise hand. Click on that and we'll call on you in the order in which we receive you. Very simple. So, as I said, without further ado, so I'm sorry I was a little late on that, but let's do it now. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up for Terry and Robert Hollis.
Well, thank you guys. And again, thank you, Craig, hostess with the mostest. Great to have Matt on here. He could be doing literally with Blue. He could be literally doing trillions of things, but he's here with us. And
I'm
Matt,
doing them right now.
I thank you for doing that. So,
Of
hi,
course.
Linda. Hi, Dustin. Hi, Mary. Hi, Lisa Marie. And hi, Melody. And usually on Ask Us Anything, I thought Craig sent something today that was really pretty interesting. So it's all based off this saying that I've seen many times. And again, we know that thoughts are things, and as a man thinks in his heart, so is he. So I guess we could also put, her and his in there. And it really is interesting that both times today, while I was surfing, I ran into two different videos that were just talking about that thoughts are things. And that's what I just wanted to bring up. It's just like, it is pretty interesting sometimes when you think how much our brain is trained not to think what we need it to think, right? And you guys have heard this, and even though I've seen this video over and over and over again, I just thought that I would bring it up that, how to break that cycle. We're now understanding with drifting and also hypnotic rhythm that sometimes we just go in this thing where our mind just keeps doing the same thing. And, the way to get it to stop is, again, our mind will stop to hear what our mouth has to say. And so this guy is deals in neuroscience, and he was just talking about how to change the loop. And he was saying, set a timer on your phone for a minute. And then what you need to do is say out loud with your mouth something that you're grateful for. And I think that is pretty interesting. Even when you think about the 6-phase meditation, it is really interesting that people are going like, I had a perfect cup of coffee this morning. Because they want to, when someone says, I don't know what I'm grateful for, they never ever think of the little things. They really don't. And so, the little things and then he said, so say it out loud. I'm very thankful. I had a great cup of coffee this morning. And then he said, just say out loud. I've never heard this. Say out loud why you're grateful for it. And he said, when you do that, he said, you'll notice that one thing leads to another. Like, so he was just saying, you go for a minute and you go, what am I grateful for? I'm grateful that I had a great cup of coffee this morning. I'm grateful that I woke up in a home. I'm also grateful that I had electricity to run the hot pot or the coffee machine. I'm grateful for having a fridge that has the creamer in it or whatever you have, right? And he said, just go from one to another for a minute. And he goes, when it gets done, he says, one of the things that he'll do is he says, as soon as the timer goes off, you'll get sort of like a little bit of a, you won't really notice it, but he said you'll get a little bit of a dopamine deal because your mind heard the alarm off and you went, wow, I mentioned a bunch of things that I was grateful for a full minute. And he's going, so do it again. Set it for another minute. And he goes, you'll watch that you'll come up with them faster. And he said, do it for another minute. And he goes, watch, you'll come up with it faster. And he goes, by just getting 3 neat little, adrenaline dumps or, what is it, dopamine, little hits, your whole entire mind or thoughts will immediately go to, I do have the ability to change my mind, change my thoughts, change what I'm doing. And so he was going, there's nothing that will get you in a faster, better state of mind than doing something like that and getting the alarm go off 3 times in a row. So even though I have heard this before, it is neat that someone keeps trying to polish it, right? Just, do this, do this, do this. And he said, then you'll notice every time that you're just feeling neutral or maybe the negative is we all know what the negative thinking does. It's like you go into a thought and then that turns into what if, and then that turns into what if, that now you have a way to break that pattern or that loop and make it positive. So I just thought I would do that because Craig sent me a video today about a guy, talking about that he was in this secret society. And in the secret society, they were basically telling him that, within, without, you know what I mean? That, what you thought you put out. And these people were talking about, how to be successful, how to make money, how to control politics, how to do everything. And it's just, again, as within, so without, so what are you doing? And then I still think it's very, very funny. I don't know. I'll share this because that was in the video too. Is how many of you have heard this concept that the way you feel and the way you think is actually shaping reality for you? And so when Craig sent that video to me and I was thinking about that a little bit today, I was going, it is pretty interesting that people look outside that are close to us. So let's say that they see the same snow. They probably look at the weather, wonder how long it's going to last, whether it's going to snow some more, and then also look at the temperature. And then you sort of think about what you can or cannot do.
Or want to do.
Or want to do, right? And if you wanted to do something and you have a driveway like ours, that's I should just measure the pitch. I could probably figure it out. But our driveway in probably, I would say, like 4 car lengths, is the angle of our driveway is got to be pretty close to 30%. And we're talking about math today. But 30% is sometimes the pitch that's on a roof of a house. And so yeah, like a sliding hill, exactly. And our kids never needed to go to a sliding hill. They could just go right out our front yard, and they got a hill on either side of the driveway, in the back of the house, everywhere. So when that driveway gets just a little layer of ice on it, it's pretty crazy. It's pretty crazy. So, but what I was saying is that a lot of people look outside and they're creating their own reality, even though you look at it and you go, the reality is what I see. So what an awesome day. And then other people are going, it's not an awesome day. It's a shitty day. So I just thought I'd share that with you guys. Always bring that up. And Craig, I'll turn it over to you and we'll answer some questions.
Sounds like a plan. Sorry about that delay. Again, the new version of Zoom, as I recently downloaded the update, changed a few things on the top. So I got to get used to the feel of that. So, and as mentioned before, ladies and gentlemen, Mary Valchik, your hand is up, but hang on for just a moment. We're going to call on you in just a quick second. Just a reminder, if you want to participate, you can type your question in the chat or raise your hand like Mary has done, and we'll call on you. And it's very simple to raise your hand is put your cursor in the middle of the screen where you see these faces. On the bottom is a button that says raise hand. Click on that. We'll call on you. So that being said, Mary Valchik, go ahead, unmute yourself and turn your camera on, please. And please share with us. Thank you so much.
There we go. Hello.
Hi, Mary. How are you?
Excuse the mess. Bad hair day.
Didn't notice it.
Anyways,
you were living your perception. I don't see it. You're gorgeous to me.
Oh God, please. Anyways, so, I'm blushing if you can. Anyways, so I just wanted to share. You mentioned something about, what you should be grateful for, and being grateful every day, and you try, as we go through our day, we try to remember, I have to write down things that I'm grateful for, and then life gets in the way. Well, I think I remember I told you that I worked a few hours a week in it's like a co-op gift shop where many different vendors, and we all make things. Well, I still do it, but I don't work anymore because I told her I can't. Either you let me just stay there and not have to work the hours, or I'm just going to leave because I want to focus on other things. Anyways,
cool.
So one of the things I do is I refurbish like old Coach purses and then resell them. I fix them up. The other thing I do is make bracelets. Well, one of the things I just started doing. And I'll post a picture like in the chat so you get an understanding of what it is. It's called a blessings bracelet. Oh. And it's made, I make them of sterling silver, and they have 4 beads on them. And throughout the day, when you're thinking of it, or maybe things aren't going your way, you just reach over and, it's more for women, but you reach over and just touch each bead and say what I'm grateful for, what I'm blessed for, what I'm happy about. And I actually just started doing that, and it makes a difference because you don't have to think about stopping and writing something down. You just reach over, touch a bead.
Right.
I'm grateful for this. And it's 4 beads, and you do it as many times throughout the day. Anyways, it was just another way for me to be able to remember to be grateful throughout the day, not just in the morning or not just at night.
Yeah, I totally agree that a person should, it's like the first time that I ever heard, and in the Bible where it talked about that you should meditate and pray all day. You know what I mean? Meditate on the word and pray all day. And my first thought is, listen, I got way too much going on to be, praying all day. But that, again, is us drifting. Right. You know what I mean? Because if you do things, you are in your head. Like I tell people, you purposely give yourself an earworm.
Right.
You know what I mean? So if I'm listening, it's like, and then it's funny, you attract you attract what you're looking for or to validate what you're doing. And I seen a video with a lady and she was saying that she's a therapist. And she said, when you're waiting in traffic or you're waiting in line, like at the grocery store, she says, what are the thoughts that are going through your head?
Exactly.
And it's like, I need to body slam this bitch in front of me. You know what I mean? Is probably
I've had that thought.
or this checkout person is irritating. They're too slow, or this look at the, it's like, and I thought that. And so a lot of times when I'm just sitting or thinking or even, being out in the driveway for an hour or so, the thoughts in my head are worship songs.
Right.
Just constantly. And they're just over and over and over again. I think about, how many people that I know that I just have never been the kind of person that while I was waiting in line, I was thinking about how irritated I am or how pissed off I am or how I don't like things in my life. It's like I haven't done that for years and years and years and years and years. And so, I think that anything, I know that some people get tattoos, you know what I mean? Or something that, Terry's got so many friend bracelets, beaded bracelets. So she's always, so anything that you had, I never even thought about that. That's pretty interesting how, I guess having a wedding ring is supposed to remind you that you're married, huh? You know what I mean? It's like, oh my God, I really love that chick.
Yep.
But things like that are supposed to be there to remind us. So I think that's a brilliant idea. That's a cool idea.
Love to see a picture.
What?
I would love to see a picture of your bracelet.
Oh, all right. Hold on one second. I'll throw it in the chat. And I just make it with, let me see. Oh, I can't, due to admin restrictions, I can't. But.
All right. Hold on a second. You can put it on the screen.
Okay. And share.
Let me make you a co-host. And go ahead and click the share button. And then what will come up is you'll see the things that you can share. There it is.
Oh, I love that. Wow.
And then each bead, is sterling silver and sterling silver beads. And then
Pretty.
I change it out with whatever color of bead I want. So if I want amethyst, I do amethyst. Anyways.
Love it. Very nice.
Very pretty.
Now how do I unshare? There we go.
Love it.
Thank you so much.
PRUDY. Purdy.
Thank you. But it was just something. It was something that I had been thinking about recently, and I just, again, because I want to remember to be grateful, because I think sometimes, I'm not great in traffic. So I hate people driving, the way other people drive. Anyways, Terry, I'm sure you can agree. And so just trying to find ways to, to calm myself and, whatever. So, and remember to be grateful for things. And it's like, okay, I'm still driving. So the person ahead of me is an idiot.
I remember the very first time that, I think that was Bob Proctor, not Jim Rowan. That was the first person that I heard that he said that his car was his personal development center. And so, and so to think that he said that he figured out how to use a converter to plug in his record player, and he was playing vinyl of The Strangest Secret. And I'm going like, and he said, everywhere I went, I just wanted to listen to this over and over and over again. And I'm a pretty crazy person, so it's like, to have that stuff on my phone. It's like
it's funny because the strangest secret, when we had, you know, CD players in our vehicles, I would just pop in the CD and listen on my commute to work, because in traffic it could be a good 20-minute drive.
Yeah.
But then obviously I had it, then you get it on your phone and you can listen. So yeah, anything that can, you know, calm you and make you grateful throughout the day. So yeah.
Who wants to get petted?
That would be Max, my big old chocolate lab. He's outside my office door barking at me.
Yeah, it's like, hey, you're paying attention to someone other than me.
Yep. And he's mad.
Thank you, Mary. That was really great. Thank you for
Thank
sharing.
you.
Mary, thank you. What a great share. And
Thanks.
I love that bracelet too. That's very
Thank you.
good. All right. Let's go ahead and move on. We just had the hand go up. Let's see. Hang on a second. There we go. From Lisa Marie. So Lisa Marie, open up and please share with us.
Hey guys. And I know we talked about this a little bit yesterday, and thank you for letting me do that, Robert. That was very sweet. So I do kind of feel like, what now? Okay, I do.
Right.
I'm like, I don't know what. I got up this morning and usually I go grab my little verse book and I read my scripture right away, and I didn't do that this morning. And I thought, damn it.
Right.
You know, it's like that devil's got me and twisting me into a different direction. So
Right.
I've been racking my brain what the hell I want to do. Do I start just doing my scriptures live again? And that's a very good possibility. But I'm thinking about the school aspect of it, and I think I really need to start concentrating on that, because everything else is just so freaking off the wall right now.
Yeah, it really is neat to sort of, because trust me, I'm a human being. Who did I talk to? Is Deb Grady. And even though the Bible says this sometimes, I've never used this word. But it's like it's funny. She just raised her hand. I didn't even see her on here. But when me and her were talking, she says, "Yeah, sometimes my flesh gets the best of me." And I just go, I've never ever used it like that. And it's just like, yeah, every once in a while. And so that the whole concept of that is me being human like you and everybody else. It's like, when I first got that message from X, or got that, logged in like you do every day, let me see my YouTube channel, and it's not there.
Right.
And it's like, or, getting a notice that our Facebook ads were gone. You know what I mean? That it's like, yeah, when you first get that, it does feel like the end of the world, because the very first thing that we have a tendency of always doing is always going, well, how much effort and how much time and how much I've invested in this. And then that was before, YouTube really didn't really have like a monetary kind of thing like it does now. And so when I lost it all, it was like, of course I was pissed off. And of course I want to scream at someone and yell at someone. And then all of a sudden it's like, all right, are you trying to get my attention? What do I need to focus on? What do I need to do? So I always go back to, what do I have, and what can I do now with what I have and what I'm doing?
Right.
And it was pretty interesting, because sometimes we get really, really upset about a situation. So then what I decided to do is, listen, I don't care. I'll just build another YouTube channel. And then what I did is I started doing that. And then all of a sudden it was like the things that they really flagged me. And then, 3 strikes and you're out. My channel was gone. It was like I was sort of thinking, shame on me. I did have videos in there that had parts of copywritten stuff. And I did get warned, but I was able to upload stuff that was, borderline, not mine.
Mm, mm.
And then it is like all of a sudden I went, wow, it was like, hey, they for a lack of better word, they caught me. But whoever was going against me, because it happened to Ray the same time, there was just someone out there that was looking at maybe competitors in the network marketing world, if we were guessing. And then
Mhm.
what they would do is look at something on your page that they knew that was copywritten, and then they would flag it, right? And then they would wait for you to clear that flag and know that you got one strike, and then what they would do is they would flag something else.
Sure.
When as soon as you got flagged, you should have spent some time on your YouTube channel and took everything down.
Gotcha. Yeah.
And it's like,
I don't believe I've ever been flagged or given a warning about anything.
well, YouTube has changed so much. But
Ah,
the point that
sure.
I wanted to make with you, Lisa Marie, is that I just always say this. Listen, what's the lesson? I want to know what the lesson is. And if you're trying to get my attention because you need me to focus and be doing something else that you would like me to do, I'm
Hmm.
listening.
Right.
Because, I don't remember what video we brought this up, maybe, and it was recently, and maybe it was with you, but it's with Dana. It's like you don't realize you're drifting, but you're doing the same things every day in a hypnotic trance. And when you really have to ask yourself, yeah, Matt brought it up. It's like, listen, you know, is this really getting me to where I'm going? If I
Hmm.
really just took a magic wand and said, this is where I would love to be. This is what I'd love to be contributing. This is the way I'd like to feel. This is what I'd like to be doing. And sometimes we're just doing a lot of stuff that we've always done because we've always done it.
That's true. That's
So
true. And like
why
Matt
why
said
why would we
yesterday,
yeah,
he,
why would we stop and revamp everything that we're doing?
well,
It's
like
like,
Matt said yesterday, at what point do you stop doing what isn't freaking working? I
yeah,
mean, and that's kind of where I'm at. Obviously, it's not freaking working.
yeah,
It did for a little while, but it's just not anymore. So I've got to turn my heels. I've got to veer someplace else. But I am actually thinking about the merchandise part of it in school because I think that my t-shirts and hats could be so freaking cute with Butchie and Buddy and Fix It Fred. Do you know
yeah.
what I mean? So I don't know. I'm leaning that way. I was gonna
Terry
ask
brought up a
Matt.
good word. We've heard it many times because you guys have been around me for a long time. But just the immediate thought in our mind is pivot. Just
Yeah.
just okay, just all right. So that ain't gonna be what I'm doing anymore. I'm gonna focus on this. And then sometimes you gotta look back and you gotta go like, we bring it up all the time. If I wouldn't have got hurt on the job, that always scares me sometimes
Mhm.
because I was not an average auto mechanic. I was freaking good.
Right.
I was really good. So, what am I still turning wrenches today, still under cars today? It's like, where would our future have gone? You know what I mean? And I think about all the things that I've experienced, with my children and Terry, because I chose a different direction.
Mhm.
But I still think back to this day, I don't know if I would ever, like, because the mind would be exactly what it is. It's like, I should do something different. I can't do anything different. All I am is an auto mechanic.
I have no doubt you would have been crew chief. It would have happened. So
Yeah, I mean, and
you
and
would
what
have.
what what did that turn out to be? I don't know. So
Right.
yeah,
Right.
but thanks for bringing that up, Lisa Marie, because I
Yeah.
just think that, I don't think I know. That's why I paused. I know if you get a clear direction by just asking,
Hmm.
uh, just again, just say, dear Heavenly Father, make it so perfectly clear. I don't want anything to, because it's like, for me personally, I can tell you this, maybe that's why I just brought that up. It's like when I really say, just bottom line, what am I supposed to be doing? What am I supposed to be doing?
Hmm.
And it's just very fast. Two things. It's like you pull closer to me, I pull closer to you. And you need to be talking to strangers, telling them that they're miracles and how much I love them.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's like,
So we're starting a church.
it's always been a ministry.
Amen.
It's always been a ministry.
Church of the
Yeah.
Unlimited Wisdom.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. You know what? I'm gonna keep picking away, and I really did contemplate. You know what? Why am I still doing all this bullshit? I mean, I keep getting older, everything keeps getting more difficult. And it's like, why do I just keep beating my head against the wall here? I mean, I sincerely could give everything up and try to live my retired, happy little life. You know what I mean? Do I really
I do.
need this? And so that's
You could just spend time going to petting zoos.
I I could. So I don't know. I have to give everything some deep thought, and I will try some more things. I'm not gonna just quit yet. You know what I
Well,
mean? But
some of us have to be busy. I there was a guy that reached out to me like in the last 24 hours, and I've been going back and forth with him. And he sent me a friend request because he's seen me and Ray Higdon going back and forth. And he's just going, wow, I would really, really like to learn from someone like you. And I said, awesome. And he goes, do you mind if I ask how old you are? And I said, I'm 64. And he goes, oh, then you probably, maybe I can just learn from some of your videos and stuff on YouTube because I sure wouldn't want to bother you now that you're retired.
oh
And I was like,
What's that?
yeah, you just
yeah,
assume?
yeah,
Yeah, you just assume that you're retired? I don't know.
crazy. Yeah. But anyway, so that mercantile, I know that Matthew has a video on that in the Imaginators. Has anything changed, Matthew, as far as that goes? If I was to set that up, has anything changed that I need to know about?
What in particular do you want to set up?
The merchandise, the merc,
Yeah, the
setting up merc.
merchandise.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The merchandise is exactly the same. You can do it through
Okay.
Beacon and you can make it all. Yeah, that tutorial is probably the easiest way to let me
I'll find it and post it. I've got it right
Oh,
here.
thank you.
Okay,
Yeah, the link
perfect.
to it.
Thank you, Craig. Okay, that's all I really needed to know. That's an option. I may venture into that a little bit and see. I'm
Hmm.
still trying to figure out what the hell I want to do now. It's like, good grief. I
So
don't
Lisa
know.
so
Marie, I think that
let me
the
ask you
one
this,
thing
Lisa
that I
Marie. Oh,
would,
I'll let Yeah,
yeah,
go
the
ahead,
one
Dad.
thing that I wouldn't do, Lisa Marie, is just do not beat yourself up.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it's like if it's like, listen, okay, this is where it happened. When I see people, not to bring up a very negative thing, but when I see people, lose people,
Hmm.
you know what I mean? All of a sudden, someone close to them passes and they're not there anymore. And it's like, well, what do I do now?
Retrain your brain. It's
Yeah,
like you're freaking lost.
yeah, you just figure it out.
Yeah.
What's the name of those places now? Debwell or whatever, where they got these, communities at the age of 55 that you can just go hang out.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah.
There's that big one in Florida called The Villages or The
Yeah.
Villages. I wrote a short story about it because I had like this couple that would go there and they're like, let's just retire, and then they go to the villages, and then it's like almost like a cult crazy things start happening. I always thought that was interesting because if you go like look up the villages place, it's very much like a it seems like from the outside like a cult commune almost, like you have to be accepted
Yeah.
into the community and stuff. So I find that super interesting. It's like, well, what are your values? What do you believe in, you know? And so I'm
Right.
like
Right.
very American. Yeah.
Yeah, in California, we called them Seizure World. No, it's called Leisure World. Leisure World.
Okay.
And
Matthew, you were going to ask me a question.
About what?
I don't know.
Oh, the well, basically like the merchandise stuff. Craig said he posted the link
Yep.
to it, but
Yep, I saw that.
in general with the merchandise stuff, just have fun with it. And the question, I just remembered what I was going to ask you.
Okay.
You gotta look at things that you like and that you enjoy as like something that you do, and not look at like the financial value of that. So like if you get the monetization on YouTube taken away from you, that doesn't mean that you can't monetize your content. If you stopped making content, how are you going to sell merchandise? How do you think most people on YouTube make income? Sponsorships and merchandise. They don't make it off YouTube ad revenue. So that's another thing that you have to accept. If you want to grow as a creator on those platforms in general, you just monetize in other places. And then, like I said yesterday, branch out to other platforms, right? Like, don't only put your content on one platform. Try to make sure that TikTok and all these other ones are going off. And there's a tool called Metriccool, Metriccool. It's I don't know how expensive it is, really. I still just, it's like one of those things I pay for, I don't even use anymore, so I got to cancel it. But it's basically one of those tools that allows you to do one piece of content. It writes it for each AI, each individual thing, and then posts it on all of it at once. And it'll even drop it based off of like when the best times would be for that. So you're not like mass spamming where it hits all the platforms at once. So maybe if you have a follower that's on YouTube and a follower that's on TikTok, they're just going to flip through the content, right? So like it's gonna schedule them in different times, so you're not like basically blasting it all at once to your following, right? So that's another way that you can do it as well.
Okay. All right. I will look into that. Thanks, you guys. Appreciate
No
that.
you're
problem.
welcome.
And
We're believing that you'll find it, and when it changes again, you'll find it, and when it changes again, you'll find it.
I can only hope. Thanks, you
I
guys.
mean, Terry just found out during this conversation that I was starting a church. You know what I mean? So
No, Matt and I talked about it. Matt mentioned that we should start one.
yeah,
that's kind of where we're at with this.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not a believer, so like me having a church is probably blasphemous, but he could start a church and
Yeah.
be really great at it.
Yeah. We'll just pass it.
but you could create a following of people that think your way.
I don't have a desire to do that.
Yeah, see, there it
Not
is.
anymore. Yeah, it's interesting. It's like once you get more focused on like the things that you want and the things that you don't want, you like start to change your life and figure it out. And like ever since like I've shared, it's like stop doing the thing that isn't working for you as a person personally. And it's like I love sharing info if I have it with you guys because I'm part of this community. But me teaching and training is like not my personality, even though some people think I might be good at it. It's just not in my personality to do that as a career, right? I don't want to be a teacher. I don't want to be a mentor, right? I want to be a creator. And that's everybody's different in that way. So once I leaned into just being a creator and not a teacher and a mentor, my happiness level has never been higher. Like I said this to my mom when I was here. It's like I've never been happier in my life than I am right now. And believe it or not, I'm under financial strain. There's a lot of different multiple things. That's everything that happened with MDC and stuff blew up in our whole family's faces. So there is multiple elements to it that you could say are stress points, but I don't feel them because I feel so alive and feel like everything I'm doing is going to work out and then some.
Right.
So
I'm happy, Matt, as your father, hearing you say that. That's all you really want for your children. You want for people that you love is just to be happy. You know what I mean? And sometimes sometimes you get in situations where you're doing a lot of things that you don't want to do just because you have to. You know what I mean? And then you find out that you really suck at those things because you get up every day and you don't want to do them.
Yeah, the desire to do shit too. It's like I was saying yesterday, when you figure out something doesn't work for you, right? It's like
I'm
the
telling you,
the
that's been beaten in my head,
yeah, the
Matthew,
main
since
thing that
yesterday.
like
Those
yeah, the
words.
main thing is like when
Yeah.
I'm under stress of any kind, especially if it's like financial decisions or you want to grow a business or you want to do something, my mind immediately goes to let's do the shit that worked in the past.
Yeah.
And that time is dead. Like that is
Yeah.
just
It's human
over. It's
nature.
just it's completely over. The tools and the things that exist now make those other things look like if you were like, I'm gonna just go back to doing what I used to do, cutting lawns with a scythe. That's gonna work. I'm gonna grow a business off of that. It's like good luck trimming 2 yards a day instead of 10 or
Right.
15.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Your business is just gonna struggle because you're going back to the shit that used to work for you. It
Right.
doesn't work anymore. The economy's
I've
changed, the
seen a
world's
huge,
changed, people have changed.
I know he's not on
So
here, but I've seen a really cool shift in Coach Bob, you know, because he knows how to make money, and that the way you make money is a website and then SEO, search engine optimization. And because he's willing to do that stuff and go through that stuff, that gave him results. Then everything changes. And when he tries to go back to that, it's just not there anymore. So I could see where he was just like, nah, F it.
I mean, you guys are all paid members. I'm building a tool for Josh right now to help him recruit and build a team in network marketing because the shit that he used to do doesn't work anymore.
yeah. And so all
So
of a sudden,
he's paying me to fix and solve the problem for him that used to work really well and make him millions of dollars. Does not work anymore.
yeah.
So that's just where it's at, right?
Yeah. So like the posts and stuff, well, not only Facebook advertising, but I used to be able to jump on Facebook, do a nice little video and then boost it and just get all kinds of leads and stuff from that. So then all of a sudden, what I seen Coach Bob did is he started doing the creative stuff that some of you've done, Mary and Deborah, and even you, Elisa Marie. And he started doing that stuff, and he got so much fun out of that creativity that then he said, I'm just going to start sending out all the emails that I had and just tell people that if they want to buy the product, this is where it is. And that's how he got, last time I looked, it was 24 customers. I'm sure he's a lot higher, but it's like he didn't want to send the email out before because he felt sort of like you and I are talking about, Lisa Marie. It's like, listen, I already did the work to get these customers and I was making money off of them. And then someone made decisions out of my control that made my income go down, and also, my customers disappear. So then you're like, F that. I don't want to do that anymore.
Right.
But just like Matt said, then he got focused on being creative and he got into a happy place. And then when he thought of, well, I guess I should send all these people that I have emails in that used to be customers and tell them how to repurchase the product if they want it. But the reason he did it this time is because he came from a better mindset, because he was doing something that made him happy and creative.
Sure.
Does that make sense?
It does.
No,
Yeah.
I love where Coach Bob is going
Yeah.
with it too. Like, I'm happy for him. And I was gonna say too, like, it's crazy because as you're like flowing through things, just the other day, my dad's like, "Hey, Chris Robinson reached out. They want to like bring back FFX as like its own product with an affiliate compensation plan." So I'm building that out too. It's like it's interesting, but those types of things happen only when you're in a place for them to happen. You like stop yourself from doing stuff that maybe would make you happier. But the thing is like people want to work with you and people want to follow you when they see you're happy and excited.
True. That's
If
just
if
a
they
trap.
think you're in
That's
desperation or if they think that you're like not flowing, they will find somebody to follow that is.
yeah.
For sure. I agree.
So.
Yeah. All right. Thanks,
Perfect,
you
Matt.
guys.
Love you,
Thanks,
Lisa
Lisa
Marie.
Marie. Love ya.
Love you.
Wow.
And if you need anything with the metric cool stuff, you have any questions, message me in school, okay? if you
And
do
I
end up
also
using
posted the link for Metricool in the chat. So there you go. All right. Love it. Love it. Matt, Lisa Marie, thank you so much. Deborah Grady, I saw your hand go up and it went up again. There you go. All right. So go ahead, unmute yourself, and please share with us.
Hi, it feels so good to be back. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Oh, good, good. Yeah, I feel like I disappeared for a couple of days, but
Well, you did. You had stuff to do. No big deal.
no, I can get into everything else in the whole wide world, but when I click on school, it would not let me in on my phone, iPad, every try at my daughter's house, no matter where I was. I'm like, why can't I get into school? It's 3 o'clock. I gotta get. No, but I'm so proud of myself. You're rubbing off on me, Robert, because I was able. Normally, I would just be in such a panic, and just the military brat in me. I panic if I'm not 10 minutes early. It's,
Right.
oh, it's 10 to 3. I need to be there. I can't be late. So that's just my natural, how I was raised. And so at 10 to 3, it's like, I can't get in again, but I was just like, you don't want me to get in? Okay, we don't get in.
What do you want me to do? Yeah.
I was just like, okay, you know what?
It is pretty weird when you
it's
throw your
so,
hands up and surrender, then it
yeah,
comes back to you.
yeah, and it's like, yeah, because right now this is how I drift because I got to figure out, well, since I can't get in, let me go and figure out why I can't get in. I mean, I've been on the phone with Cablevision. I think my biggest mistake, I finally, when I graduated high school, I took a MS-DOS class. That is so old school. I don't even know
I
if
know what it is.
you know what it is. Okay.
Hmm.
So I
And
think,
you loaded it in the computer with floppy disks.
no, it's really more of a, um, how do I explain it? I don't know how to explain it, but I feel like I can fix
Yes,
anything.
Robert.
Yeah.
I feel like I can fix anything on my computer. Because I took that class and all these years, I'm usually able to figure out what's wrong. And as technology gets more and more, I'm not. So I'm now able to just surrender and say, okay. And I'm like, I can watch the replay, and it's not, but what it did was it was a wake up call for me because I was like, what if school just disappeared off the face of the earth? Tomorrow you wake up and there's no school. And then I just heard in my spirit, you put all your eggs in one basket again. You're putting all your eggs in one basket. You're just doing Immunical and unlimited wisdom. And now you're
I
trying.
I I gotta get at least another 8 more.
Yeah. So that's what I know, right? So I was just like,
Not good to put everything in one basket for fucking sure.
so I was,
Learned.
so yesterday morning when I got up and I couldn't get into school again, I'm like, I, n- I don't ever curse, but I feel the F word on my tongue. I'm not gonna say it, but I got up and I was like, I need some freaking money, now. So what are you gonna do? You can't depend on all of that. So I woke up and I was like, you know what? All my friends want to lose weight. I freaking paid $3,000 to Aaron Rashkin, and I have all his information. I lost 65 pounds. I know how to teach that, just like he did. I'm going to teach his course I know 10 women right now that work for corporate America that won't buy shit from me, but I am going to start a class. And they can just come to my house and we'll do smoothies in the morning. And then in the afternoon, and I'll teach him what he taught me. And I'm going to charge $197 a piece. And
Nice.
for an 8-week course, because I'm going to go to the gym anywhere. I might as well use what he taught me and turn around and teach somebody else and charge for it just like he did me. And I'm not saying it was worth the $3,000. I will never, ever again gain weight the rest of my life because he taught me what to do. I know what to do. I know what to eat. I know what exercises. So it was worth that 3,000 to me, and I'm hoping it'll be worth $197 to, these women that want to work out, want to go and work out free.
Awesome.
That's
Yeah.
great.
So, that's what, I'm doing right now. I've like, okay, if I lose school, if I get back in, I'll keep building it up. But in the meantime, I'm going to go work out anyway. I might as well charge for it.
Sure. Yep.
So as of right now, you still can't get into school?
No, Lisa sent me the Zoom link in my Facebook Messenger.
Well, that is bizarre.
Yeah, it's really frustrating because we don't.
Just a
First of
username
all,
password
the
issue?
first day it happened, there was an outage there. There was an outage, so we thought it was the outage. But then I got on the phone with my cable carrier, Optimum. I got on the phone with the technician there, and he couldn't get in either into school. He goes, it has to do with, he goes, it keeps saying that school is shut down, that it's on their end. Everybody keeps telling me it's on their end, it's not on your end. And
Yeah,
I'm
they're
like,
just,
well, did
they're
they
just yanking
block?
your
Well,
chain. Yeah, I
But
don't-
Deborah, if you're talking to everyone here and they're in school, then
Right.
Yeah,
then
I
that's-
just checked,
then
and
that's
you're
not
still
true.
on. You're still a
Right,
part
but
of our
so
membership.
my question is did they block me? Did they?
No.
No.
It's probably, do you log in through your phone?
No, I log in through my desktop.
Okay, open up an incognito. What browser do you use?
I use Google Chrome.
Okay, open up an incognito tab. in
I
Google
did.
Chrome.
I opened up 3 other tabs the other day. Who did I use? And yeah, well, we won't go into all of that here. I don't want to
Okay.
Okay.
but it's so exhausting, I mean, because
Well, sorry that
yeah,
happened.
because
That
this is
sucks.
how I drift. All it takes is one person to go, "Did you try this?" And I don't get anything done.
I get it.
You know
I
what I'm
totally
saying?
get it.
Yeah.
Me and Craig are that way. Craig's heart is so big. That's the only thing, by the way, I haven't said that in a long time, but that's the only thing that's wrong with Craig is his heart's too big for his body. He just got this incredible heart. And me, I'm like that, Deborah, where if something technical is not working for me, I just don't give a shit. I just immediately in my mind go, nah, I don't care. And Craig's like, no, let me help you figure this out.
Yeah, I know. I'm a Craig when it comes to that. But you're right. Like I said, you're rubbing off on me. I was just like, and it felt so good to just surrender and say, you know what? I'm not going to drift. I'm not going to get all caught up in the anxiety of it and keep trying to figure out I'm going to fix this one way or another. It's like, and then when I stopped, I got other things accomplished. Can you believe it? I
Of
know. Like,
course.
like today, I didn't get in, and my daughter's like, "Oh, let's go get our eyebrows done." So, see, I got my eyebrows done today instead of getting in Zoom.
That's funny.
We had to do something
that
with
is
this
awesome.
time. Oh, he's so. I wish I could hear Ezra. Yeah, so I'm done. So can we
All
hear?
right. Well, I love you, and I
He's not saying
when
anything
people
at this
tell me
current moment, but-
tell me some of the struggles and stuff they go through, I always apologize because I just feel like I feel sorry for them. So a lot of times I just go, I'm sorry that you're going through that, and it's
No,
like, well,
don't
that's
be. It's growing muscles. It's making those muscles I never used stronger.
for sure.
For sure.
Got
Okay.
things
Well,
to tell you.
anybody else got anything? Don't want to keep people all day.
I think Ezra has something to say.
Yeah, I think he just
I love that
recognized
picture.
he just recognized his father again.
I know. I love the expressions on his face now. Oh my
There he
gosh.
is. Look at that.
Oh,
Who's
is
that?
that not so precious? I love you all. Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Deborah.
Deborah.
And I'll go
Thank you,
back
Deborah.
and
That
listen
school
to the
issue gets
beginning
fixed.
so I
That
can
sucks. I would
find
even
out
reach out
about.
to school support and say I'm dealing with this stuff. I'm sure you already have though.
I sent it. Yeah, I'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Or either Lisa will keep sending me the Zoom link.
There you go.
There we go.
Thank
things
you,
to say?
Lisa. I love you.
All right. Wow. Well, now, Linda got in and raised her hand. Shall we go ahead and do her as well?
Terry said yes.
All right. Terry's our guardian there. So,
She's
all
the
right,
boss.
there you go,
She's the
Linda.
boss of everything.
Go ahead, unmute, and please share with us. Make sure that your camera's on
Okay,
too, please.
my
There we
camera's
go.
on. You see me in my natural habitat now.
Okay, hang on.
Um,
Let's everybody see you in your natural habitat. There you go.
okay. Hi, Ezra. I just wanted to say hi, Ezra.
Oh, perfect.
And I wanted to tell Deborah and Lisa and Mary, they make my heart is so happy because even though we have struggles, we continue going on. I post my first video of that Craig so graciously did for me, and I am so happy and grateful that I'm in this community. You all just don't know.
I seen you also did a post in Unlimited Wisdom.
I did?
Yes, you did.
Oh, yes. Yes. I said I was trying to get that to Terry because this is how we feel with grandchildren and all the mothers here, all the grandmothers here. This is how we feel when our grandchildren, they come to our house and they leave. This is what I saw that video that on TikTok, and I thought about the first person popped in my mind was Terry. Ezra, hold it on to Grandma, don't go. Grandma, don't go.
She sent a video of parents trying to take their kid away from their grandparent.
Funny.
And they're like, no, I don't want to leave.
So I thought about all of us here who are parents and grandparents, and so it's just awesome to be here. So I'm not going to stay long, but I just wanted to say thank you for Craig for doing the video, and it felt so good to break a fear.
Good.
That's why
I'm proud of you.
Attacks of fear.
Hercules.
Yeah. So I wanted to fly my kite today. I didn't get a chance to fly my kite today. The wind is up. I was out yesterday. I came in late to the meeting, but I just wanted to say thank you. I wanted to.
Now, were you flying your kite because someone told you to do it?
No, I wanted to fly it, but
that's a little older term, isn't it? It's like, listen, you need to go fly a kite. Like,
I really got a kite. I got a kite. I have a kite, and I wanted to fly today, but we must be getting ready to get some more bad weather. My best friend calls me the weather bug because every time my right ankle hurt, which I broke, my knee on the right side, which I damaged, and the hip that's connected to that knee, to the ankle, it tells me more bad weather's coming. It's either going to be a rainstorm or be raining, so I feel that. So I didn't get to fly my kite today, but that's okay. March is not over yet. I'm going to fly my kite. But I just wanted to say hi to Ezra. Oh, look at the baby. Look at the baby. Oh my God. And I wanted to also let you know, my nephew, who is round about Ezra's age, his middle name is Ezra.
oh, wow.
So yeah, that was awesome.
I was gonna make a joke and say your nephew's name isn't Jude, is it? Because that's his middle name, Ezra Jude. Like
no, his
Hey
name
Jude.
is Caden Ezra.
Okay.
Caden Ezra.
That would have been crazy.
Yeah.
But I just wanted to say hi, Ezra. And look at him. He's so bright. He see his grandma. See? He sees his grandma now. Yeah. Okay, so that's all I wanted to say. And
Thank
Mary,
you, Linda.
that bracelet is beautiful. That
Yeah,
bracelet
it is.
is beautiful. And it's just so amazing that I'm in a community where there are creators.
Yep.
We all are creating something. We're doing something.
We got some great
So
people here
continue.
for sure.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do.
Well, love you,
All right.
Linda, and every
Love
one of
you
you
all.
have a great weekend. And Craig,
You too. Everyone.
Bless you and thank you, Linda. And thank you very much, too, for the compliment. I appreciate it. All right. I guess that's it for today. Let's wrap it up. And thank each and every one of you for joining us for Ask Us Anything. Don't forget, tomorrow is Master's Mind at noon Pacific, 3 Eastern. Great way to start the week and end the week with some inspiration. And then Monday morning, 9 a.m. Pacific, 12 p.m. Eastern, recess. And we got the whole week all planned out. Go to the calendar, check the event, and join us. Shout outs to Linda Collins, Deborah Grady, Lisa Marie Cook, and Mary Valchek for participating in today's Ask Us Anything. And there's a few things in the chat. Please save that. Very easy to do. Click the 3 dots in the meeting chat and then click Save Chat. Once we conclude, it'll download to your computer. That's how simple it is. So until next time, please be good to yourselves. Be cash. Bye-bye. I'm going to go ahead and unmute so we can all say so long and have a super Saturday.
Bye. Have a great
Everyone,
weekend,
bye-bye.
everybody.
Super Saturday.
Bye,
Bye,
Faith.
Ezra.
Bye,
Everybody
Sarah.
have a
Bye,
great
Dustin.
Saturday.
Bye, Linda.
Bye-bye.
Love you all.
Bye,
Thank you.
Lisa
everyone.
Marie. Bye,
Matthew,
Have a
Deborah.
great day.
Bye, Ezra.
Bye, Ezra. Matt.
Love you. Bye.
Bye, Craig.
CJ.
Bye, everyone.
CJ,
Have a
Love
great
ya.
day.
Thank you
Love
so
you,
much.
Craig.
Have a great
Love
weekend.
you.